Nothing in this video is financial advice. Hello everyone, I hope you are all well. I am recovering from my illness, and I plan on resting my voice until Christmas. Until then, I will keep uploading videos in this format to provide updates. In my previous video, I predicted a nice bounce from SPY, the QQQ, and the overall market for today, and that is just what happened. I also predicted that Tesla would lag behind and fluctuate around its 136 support zone, closing a bit red. That is very similar to what ended up happening today. Tesla is showing signs of starting to base, but it is oftentimes dictated by the news, thus making it quite capricious. The latest pieces of negative news impacting Tesla included the estimated Tesla order backlog decreasing to below 200,000. Thus implying a large decrease in demand for cars in the United States. Investors project this to get worse as we approach 2023. Additionally, Tesla has communicated to some employees that it is stopping hiring for now. On top of the hiring freeze, Tesla also said that teams will be expected to make layoffs during the first quarter of 2023. It's not clear how extensive the hiring freeze will be as Tesla is still planning to expand in some manufacturing locations. No further details were made available at this time. The moves come as Tesla's stock has been falling all year despite the company's financials hitting new records virtually every quarter. In addition to the news mentioned yesterday, the new layoff news likely played a prominent role in Tesla's red close. On the other hand, there is good news for Tesla investors. Tesla has already struck a deal with the Mexican state of Nuevo León to have its own lane at the border crossing in order to reduce wait times for cargo going through the border. Or at least that was the explanation of Ivan Rivas, the economy minister of Nuevo León. This news has led to reports of a possible investment into a factory in the state. Now another local report in Mexico states that the announcement could come as soon as Friday and includes more details about the project. According to the report, Tesla plans to first invest $800 million to $1 billion into the factory outside of Monterrey, with the goal first of producing parts to supply other factories and then eventually producing full vehicles at the factory. Please note that this is not 100% confirmed yet. As we previously reported, in order for Tesla to achieve its goal to ramp up its global production to 20 million vehicles annually by the end of the decade, the company needs to have 12 gigafactories, which means it needs to announce 8 new ones within the next few years. Switching to technicals, SPY is at a great place. After 5 straight sell-off days, SPY had its first green day yesterday, closing above 380. Today SPY saw many buyers return, and she closed at $386.17. This is a great move, and it is very likely that the SPY will fill her gap and hit my target at $390. I suspect this will happen by Friday as we have PCE coming out. The QQQ is also pumping thanks to Apple pumping. With the VIX dropping and 10-year yield flattening, there is a little room for upside, but I do have a warning. The Nasdaq and tech are not leading this rally. This indicates that this is like an artificial pump that will be used by smart money to short and sell at the top very soon. As I mentioned before, I am bearish for the start of 2023, but before 2023 starts, there can be one last tiny Santa rally for this year, and we are currently seeing the Santa rally. Tesla is different from the collective market. Tesla was impacted by the overall market. So in a more normal state, it could have closed green today, but the constant negative pieces of news are playing a huge role in its bad performance. Tesla's support zones are at the 136 range, 130.25, 126.55, and 120 with resistance at 140.98, 146, and 150. If Tesla finally bounces, I would expect it to revisit 140.98. And if it manages to break that level, I would watch 146. If Tesla fails to bounce, it will most likely visit 136, which was a critical zone in 2020. If it falls below that, there is room for it to touch 130.25. Given all the negative news that has already passed and seeing how Tesla tried to hold 136 for most of today, I believe that as long as there is not some new major negative piece of news, Tesla can bounce. As SPY and the QQQ push, more buyers are likely to help Tesla retest 140. I predict Tesla will fight for 140 tomorrow, and it might be able to touch the 200 EMA on the 5-minute to hit 142.75. I do not think it will be explosive, but I do think Tesla can close a bit green near 140 tomorrow, assuming no new major negative pieces of news appear. Anyways, take care. Tesla to the moon as the long term is still bright. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out, smiley face.